Welcome to this week's video. I am currently walking in Webb's Wood in Wiltshire, and tonight I'm staying at a campsite just down the road. I've got Maya with me tonight, so that'd be quite nice. Someone to keep me warm overnight. My little hot water bottle. She's just disappeared around the corner. So yeah, I've never been to Webb's Wood before. It seems quite nice here. You can't stay here overnight. It is no camping overnight. The parking there's sort of about 4 spaces, but it's nice. There's no height barrier or anything like that, which is good. No paying for parking either. There's a mixture of kind of tracks and wood. The tracks are limited, so I've started to walk through the wood and it's now quite wet. So wish me luck. I have got my walking boots on though, and I have got a towel for Maya, so I am prepared. But it's a little bit dicey underfoot. But that is January. Oh no! This has been a really lovely walk, and of course I have my Merlin bird app out because there's lots of nice birds around. I've got things like the woodpecker, kite, robin, a jay, and good news but sad news, I did see a deer, but I didn't manage to get it on camera because I couldn't get it out in time and it just ran past. But hey ho, at least I saw it. The tracks here they're nice tracks, but I can imagine it's really nice in the winter. But at the moment they're very soggy, and there's quite a lot of tracks that start a good size and then they just get smaller and smaller, and then you're in the middle of the woods and there isn't a path. So yeah. Also there's quite a lot of brambles, so Maya's not enjoying that so much. But no, we're back on the main path now. I think this one just goes back to the van. There she is. So yeah, this is the parking. There's sort of 2 spaces one side, maybe 3 the other, and it's a bit of a country road to get in. It's quite potholy, but it's not too bad. We've made it we're at Park Farm campsite, which is in Wiltshire, and it's just one. They've only got kind of like one gravel hard standing in the winter, but in the summer they're open and they've got the whole field. But I think because it gets quite wet, they don't do as much in the winter, which is fair enough. So I've just come to have a little look at the facilities now. They've got, showers, toilets, a little washing up area. They've also got like this board of where you are, and then like walks that you can do as well in the local area, things that you can do. They've also got a sauna and a cold dip here as well, which I was debating, and then I thought, it's far too cold, don't be so stupid. And I don't actually enjoy saunas very much, apart from the fact that they are nice and toasty, but this time of year, absolutely not. Now, because Maya takes up a lot of room, and I like to put my legs up, I find it easier to get the bed out a little bit early. I'm probably going to watch some stuff on my laptop, and she's looking for these, is what she's doing. You can have one in a minute. But yeah, it's so nice to get the bed out because it just means that I can sit out with my legs up and she's got space to sort of relax as well. But yeah, we're probably going to share a tea and biscuits, and then I'm going to watch some bits on my laptop. We're just going to chill out for a few hours, which will be lovely. For those of you that live in your van with a dog, or those of you that do a lot of winter van life with your dog, it's so hard in the winter because Maya's not even a muddy dog. Like, her fur is so short, she doesn't actually get that muddy, and she dries really quickly. But everything is covered in mud already. Even just getting in with your muddy boots on can be hard without traipsing it everywhere. And also I will need to do a spring clean in my van soon, so that is due, definitely, because I am noticing it all getting a little bit dusty. Good girl. And do a spin. Yes, good girl. Bit. And do a spin. Yes, good girl. It's now about 5 o'clock-ish, 4:30, 5-ish. So I'm just taking Maya out for a little wee around the field. We've been watching a movie and snuggling, so Maya takes a little while to settle when she's with me, and I have to shut the door quite a lot of the time because she just loves staring out the door, but it means that she's in and out all the time. I have to shut the door and then she gets all snuggly under the blanket, which is fab. God, this field is wet. And I was just going to have a little nosy around at the field. Whoa, like a whippet. It is freezing. Whoa! No, that's not what you sit on a bench, you donut head. Oh, it is so cold. So I get a lot of people, saying that campsites are very expensive for what you get, and they absolutely are. I think nowadays it's very difficult to get a campsite less than £20 a night, which I think it really depends on the facilities and where you are and everything. So I am quite flexible, but especially if I've got Maya, I do love coming to a campsite because it just means that we've got that bit more sort of space. Like if you're paying for a car park, I don't feel like I can just let her out, and some feel more safe than others regarding sort of her being able to be off lead or anything like that. But this one is perfect actually, because although we're right by the gate, which is by the road, she can't get through the gate because she does wander a little bit, so she's not really used to van life at the moment, but just feels a bit more safe, and I can just, like I say, leave the door open. She can have a mooch around and then come back again when she's ready. But no, this is a nice spot, and the view is really quite lovely. So after our walk today, so I walked Maya in the woods, and then I've been past Wootton Bassett many times, and it's only down the road, so I was like, oh, let's go and have a look at Wootton Bassett. I've never actually been into the town before. I don't like to be rude about places I go because I've got no judgment really, but it just didn't look nice enough for me to stop and have a walk around town, so we didn't. It just didn't have nice looking shops, so probably won't be going back to Wootton Bassett again. No offence, Wootton Bassett, I'm sure it is nice, but it just didn't seem like the nice town that I was hoping it to be anyway. I might wander past the sauna and the hot tub and see what it looks like. Not hot tub, I wish it was a hot tub. Sauna and the cold plunge, see what that looks like. And then go back and make some dinner. This is the sauna. And I think at the top there, like I say, they've got the showers as well. So you can either pay privately, which is obviously really expensive for an hour, or you can pay for a group session, and they need like a minimum of 3 people, I think it is. So in my mind I was very, very prepared for a pasta dish, but I actually haven't got any pasta. So it's rice or noodles, which is fine, but I wasn't very prepared for that. So yeah, I've got halloumi and I've got mushrooms. So I'm gonna do noodles. I feel like I've had rice quite a lot recently. So I'm going to do a noodle dish with some halloumi and some mushrooms, which will still be delightful, I'm sure. When I last went to IKEA, I bought a little set of chopping boards. I'm probably going to use this one quite a lot because it's such a handy size. But yeah, they're perfect. Perfect for in here. And they weren't very much at all. They were really cheap, which is fabulous. It's not the best meal I could have chosen, but it's hard because sometimes I feel like I've always got supplies in the van, and then other times I forget to look because I'm like, oh yeah, there'll be stuff in the cupboard. But you can always make a half decent meal as long as you've got your basics. So yeah, I've got noodles, halloumi, mushrooms, and then the sauce is just like some soy sauce, some sweet chilli sauce, some seasoning. Beautiful. And if you can hear that slurping in the background, Maya's having her dinner too. last we walked before bed, which is why she looks like a disco dog, because I just can't see her out there either. It's so dark. I know it's going to be freezing cold as well, so it's going to be a brisk one, and then we can come back and go to sleep. We've not really done very much this evening because we're happy just chilling. Yeah, been on the phone to Mum for a little bit, watching just some more bits and bobs on my laptop, and putting a little vid together for you guys. Night night. Morning. Really cosy in bed with Maya because she's nice and warm, but it's really cold outside. But it looks like the sun's trying to come out, which will be nice. This sheet is going to be coming straight off when I get home to wash, bless her, because yeah, Maya needed to go for a wee in the middle of the night and it had been raining, and she got back into bed and she was soaking and cold and everything's covered in mud. But as I said, it's all due a wash anyway, so it's fine. It's quite nice because I can literally just open the door in the night and she just goes out, goes for a wee, and then comes back when she's ready. I've turned the heating back off because I realise my door is open and there's no need for it, so oh, so it's just gone off now. Yeah, it was a bit pointless. Sorted. That's us for the weekend. So it was just one little night away, and I'm going home now because I'm going to meet my friend for a dog walk. So I'm not going to do a dog walk in the local area. I'm going to go back and meet her, and then we're going to take our dogs out. And yeah, I've just done a bit of packing away. I'm not tidying because, like I say, I really need to do a good old spring clean, so that'll be my next job. Hopefully the weather stays okay enough that I can do a bit of that today, but we will see. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time.